All right, ready to unleash my latest band-made video onto the internet.
Okay. First of all, who says unleash a video on YouTube? And then secondly, there have been 2 more band-made videos that have come out on YouTube since you recorded this one. You're so late on these things, it's not even worth keeping you around anymore. You're fired.
Wait a second, you can't fire. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and today I am going to be doing Unleashed by BandMaid. And you might be thinking to yourself, well Jake, didn't you already do this? And yes I did. I did it, the official music video, right after it first dropped. And this morning, as of the recording, I saw that there was a live version that came out, and I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't rehash it. Maybe I'll just do the live version, then you can just watch the other one. But then I saw that there's an instrumental version. And with the way I like to do things, if you haven't noticed from any of my guitar covers, if there's like multiple versions, I like to mash them all together. And so that's why you're going to get a rehash of the original video that I did. And then I'm going to add the instrumental and live versions to this so that we can do a fun compare and contrast so that it's all fresh in our minds. You don't have to go between videos. That's just how I operate, and you know, some of you might be like, that seems excessive. I don't know, it's just kind of how I do things. But anyway, that is a lot of rambling, so without any further ado, let's get started. All right, here we go. Unleash official music video. Here we go. See if I can catch a few more Easter eggs. I like that transition. Mesa tripping. Depression of COVID and all that. I love that. This is full of like little ear candy. Oh, I forgot about this. This is an epic video. Unleash. All right, now we're going to do the instrumental version. And so I can't wait to pick up on the little bits of instrumentation that I missed because there's a lot going on with the vocals. So here we go. A little bit of whoop. Huh. Oh, that was a sudden shift in tone. Okay, so that's not a guitar, that's electronics. Oh, that's cool. I love the huh. Oh, there's a lead part on this chorus. Huh, I thought that was guitar, that lead part. Is she harmonizing that? Yes. That was freaking cool. All right, so I was saving the newest one for last. Makes sense, I guess. Unleash official music video. Here we go. Oh, I love the energy in this performance. I can hear some scratchiness on the guitar too. The passion and emotion, you can definitely see it on Slinky's face. I love that line. Ooh, a little bit of grit there. Love the playfulness too. You can tell the crowd was a little bit off on the claps. Oh, I like what they're doing on the screen there too. Okay, bandmate, you're coming to the US soon again, right? Please? Please? Because I need to see them live, holy cow. All right, that live video was super fun. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna break this into like little chunks to try and do a decent compare and contrast, or at least an attempt at a decent compare and contrast. And starting with the intro, just kind of listening to the guitar and bass tone. One of the things I like about the song is it's got like a little bit of a rattle to it. I love that sound in like the bass and guitar tone. And it's something I've noticed in Chevelle. When I listen to some of their songs, I got that extra little rattle. It's not quite to that extreme with Maid. Chevelle like really goes hard on that, but with their song, there's just a subtleness of that little rattle to the tone. Then the guitar tone in the live version is different. You can hear like the little the scrapes and scratches like, with the pick going across the strings a little more, and it gives it a slightly different personality in my opinion. And another thing that I noticed between the two different versions is obviously in the studio version there's a little bit more vocal processing and like kind of this distorted like band limited effect on Psyche's vocals at different points in her phrasing, and then in the studio version they don't do that. It's pretty consistent, but she does get a little bit more aggressive in how she sings. You kind of hear a little bit of as she's like, I am losing my mind or something. I probably put it on the wrong place there, but you can kind of hear that, and it's like I love where she's able to like put in some different vocal flavors in her live performances. All right, so getting into the second or first verse, whatever it is, like after the instrumental section at the beginning, one of the things that I was noticing with the instrumental version, the thing that came to the surface without the vocals there, was how they transitioned between like these two different guitar tones. You kind of had something a little bit more fleshed out and beefy and stuff, and then it would kind of get a little less distorted and a little cleaner in a way, and it would kind of go in and out from that depending on the phrase that they were in at the time. And so that was something I didn't notice before when it came to the studio version. And then in the live version, it didn't sound like they were changing the tone that much, but it was a little bit more of like, I could hear Konami do one part over here, and then I could hear Miku do another part over here. And it was kind of like this trade-off between the two different guitars to kind of simulate that same effect of, you know, the beefier sound with like a little bit more of the withdrawn sound on the guitar. So that was something I noticed too. And then another thing that I really appreciated, I think I mentioned before, is while watching the live video, is how passionate Psyche looks in this video. Like, her eyes are wide and she's just like going for it, you know. She looked really amped up in this particular video, and so that was something I thought was really cool too. Okay, so getting into the chorus, the next part that I noticed, the instrumental exposed this for me, that like over the top of the instrumental during the chorus or interlude or main riff, whatever. I'm very bad at classifying with this song because it doesn't fit like the standard song structure exactly, and so I'm having a little bit of a hard time labeling the different parts correctly. But anyway, that aside, that I thought that was on guitar before, but it sounds like it's an electronic element that they added to it, or maybe it is like kind of done on the guitar and just done in the studio. But like, I noticed like Konami isn't playing it, and I would have expected her to be playing it, and so it sounded like her and Miku were in unison doing the and the other thing I noticed too, like, I love like Akane's fill between the chorus and like the second verse that I will be reviewing in just a moment here, because I'm doing this. I'm listening and I'm recording, and then I'm listening and then I'm recording, because again, if I try to do this all in one big set, you ain't getting much from me. So anyway, all right, so for this next section, I'm going to do the second verse and second chorus all kind of lumped together here. And one of the first things that I enjoyed too, with looking at the instrumental version, was just, it's not anything to do musically, it was just to see Miku and Konami in the same shot together. Like, I never see that live. They're never in the same shot together, because in the live version, they're like, Miku's way over here, or in Konami's like way over here. I hope I got that right for the camera. So just to kind of see them like jamming out together on guitar is, I don't know, just kind of a cool shot. So that was something I enjoyed. Also, I didn't really notice the lead part that Konami was doing initially, and that was something that the instrumental version helped me pick up on. Like, she was, I don't know exactly how she was doing it, but it was like this kind of like arpeggiated, light, like little frosting on top of the cake, you know. And the big thing that stood out too, between the studio version and the live version that I really, really enjoyed, is again Psyche's vocals. The studio, she's very much focused on being much more clean and precise and whatnot, and then in the live version, she's just going for it, and she's like, I can hear a lot of that, like sort of vocal technique as she's like going into different parts of the phrase, and it's like, I love hearing that, and I would enjoy it if she like included that in a little bit more of the studio recordings. But then again, like, maybe that's done on purpose, but that is something I really, really enjoy hearing Psyche do, and just seeing that passion too. She's just going all out on this one. Like, she's really being unleashed. All right, so finishing out the rest of the song, that bridge part where it goes from the chorus and suddenly into this electronic piano-esque type, I don't know how to describe it. It was really, really pronounced in the instrumental version, because like in the studio version, it's kind of masked over a little bit by the vocals, but in the instrumental, it's just like completely different song, it almost sounds like. And one of the cool things that I realized through the instrumental portion was like a lot of that stuff was more like, you know, produced stuff that went on, and then the way that the band gets back into it is like Misa coming in and doing a phrase, and then Akane coming in, and then it kind of builds in with Konami, and Konami just like kind of doing like the sort of chugs on it as well. And like in the studio version, it almost sounds like Misa and Konami are kind of doing that together, kind of the sort of stuff. But in the live, you know, Misa is not doing that, and Konami is still chugging away. And another thing I noticed too in the live version, as well with Psyche's vocals, I was kind of talking about getting more of that grit in there, but another thing I noticed too is that she's not afraid of her vocal break. And this is something that I've noticed with the vocal coach, Chris Lipe, which you should definitely check out his videos if you want to learn anything about singing. I've been trying to keep up with his stuff and learn everything that I can from this man. And one thing he talks about is like coming from your like head voice into your regular chest voice. So kind of like instead of just singing a note like ha, it's more like ha, except not that bad, like a little, but you kind of dial it in a little bit, like ha, like and it adds that extra little emotion to it when you do that. And I can hear Psyche doing that sort of thing near the end of the song. The way that she just kind of sighs from her head voice into like a belted chest voice is like a really cool thing I'm picking up. Thank you, Chris, for pointing that sort of stuff out so I can kind of hear this. I just love how the way it ends. Another thing I picked up on too with the instrumental is how it ends like chromatically. It doesn't end on like a chord that you would think it would end on, except for in the live version where they, ended on like the minor chord that it's supposed to be, because that's kind of how it goes with live shows. But in the studio and instrumental version, it's like it ends on a unexpected chromatic phrase, and I didn't pick up on that until I heard it instrumentally. I'm like, that's an interesting way to end the song. So anyway, those are the things I was able to pick up on, and there's probably so many more things that I missed, but I really had fun breaking this down. If you guys enjoyed hearing my analysis and reaction, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications so that you don't miss anything going forward. If you have any suggestions for Bandmade songs that I should do next, I'm coming up with another one soon. I gotta count the votes. I think it's probably gonna be Chemical Reaction, but I gotta double check on that. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, so I'm gonna be checking out some more Bandmade. Any other bands that you'd like me to check out, drop it in a comment below. Vocal covers, guitar covers, shorts, any of that. Drop it in a comment. I'll give you a shout out. And also, I want to give a special thanks to Jonas S. for supporting me on Patreon and upping your support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you. And rock on.